Hey, what's up? This is Jimmy Green here. So, this is my video for the 7-figure Freedom Award. I figured this is kind of the perfect place to take the video. This is a piece of land I have, and it really, I think, kind of showcases how I've been able to get to freedom, and I want to talk a little bit about that journey. So, I live probably 10 minutes from here, and my daughter's school, so I drop her off at a little bit before 8 a.m. And this time of year, it's about to be hunting season. That's my favorite pastime for anybody that knows me. So I'm leaving to New Mexico next Wednesday for about leaving, I think the season starts on the 15th, going to the 24th. So archery hunt elk, and by getting to come out here, so I'll drop my daughter off at school, come shoot my bow, put in half an hour, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes longer, and then continue on with my day. So back when I joined 7-figure, it was 2019, it was San Diego. My wife and I, she's a retail real estate agent, Bree Green. We had, I don't know, maybe 15 rentals, I would say, single families. And at this point, we're somewhere about 70. I don't even know the exact number. It's kind of always fluctuating. And, I had went to a conference right before that. It was a multi-family deal with another group, Secrets of Successful Syndication, and it was all about syndicating. And I remember seeing all these guys and girls in there, and they were just crushing it, and everything was talking about millions of dollars, and I knew I wanted to be there, but I could not see the roadmap. I could see where we were, I could see where they were, and I couldn't see the in-between. So right after, in that year, we had pledged to go to 2 real estate conferences. I came back and I saw something on Bigger Pockets that Ariane Lemire put up about how the group changed her life. And I think it was maybe even September, month before for the conference. And I told my wife, I said, hey, we need to go to this. I was like, this looks pretty legitimate. Let's go and get our second conference for the year, hit all our goals and stuff. And so I bought tickets, we flew down there, and we ended up joining the group. We were put in runway, and we were in runway, and we were available to move up pretty quickly due to our volume went up really quickly on, we were doing flips and rentals at that point in time, hadn't messed with wholesaling. And as it wasn't probably within 6 months, we'd done, I don't know, 10, 15 deals, whatever. Our market was capped for a little while, so we were unavailable, or the altitude group was unavailable to us for a short period of time, and then we ended up moving up. So, but anyway, so much has changed since then. It's been 3 years, and like I said, we're sitting in that about 70 on our rentals, and we have 9 short terms. We do about 50 deals a year on wholesale. We've really slowed down on the flips given the market conditions, and that may change. We got to move with the cheese just like everyone else. But so when you break down freedom, you're talking time, freedom of time, freedom of money, and freedom to impact others. So I'll really go into all of those. Time. I set this audacious goal this year to do 90 days of vacationing. And, I do so much hunting and fishing and spearfishing and stuff like that's pretty easy to put 90 days in, because most trips can easily be 7 days. And I have this vacation calendar where I track everything. And I just counted recently, I'm right at 80. So and that's counting through the rest of the year, and I'll probably tack on a few more. But to be honest, 90 was a little much. I feel a little detached. So, and we have 2 kids, and a lot of times I feel like I'm going and coming, but the business did allow me to get to 90 days or very close is the point. And without this business, there's just no way I could have done that. Like, I'm not completely removed from the business by any means, but it's very doable to reduce my work day down to 1 or 2 work days a week. If we're in growth mode, if we're taking on a bigger project that, is where we're trying to get some growth out of, I'll need to be involved more. So I haven't been able to be completely consistent where I'm doing a 4-hour work week or anything like that. But I would say compared to most everyone else I know, I've been very fortunate. And a lot of times, so right now it's 9:30, dropped my daughter off an hour and a half ago. I'm putting in some extra reps here at my archery range. So out here I have an archery range here. And then I have my rifle range, which we'd have to walk over there, but I'll show it to you guys anyway. And then back there we have another 60 acres where we have a tractor and get to do all my playing around. So kind of back to the point, it's 9:30 here, and I've been able to come out here and do stuff that I want to do and prepare for the things I find that bring me a lot of enjoyment, such as going hunting in the mountains next week. And so anyway, here's rifle range. We've got shooting benches out there. This one's for my daughter. There's our backstop. But so anyway, I'm still figuring out the balance, but I've been allowed or afforded a freedom that I never thought I would be able to get to before the age of 40. And we're still growing. We still have so much momentum right now. If anybody's curious about this thing I'm wearing, it's my bino harness, so I have to practice shooting with it. I know it looks kind of funny. But anyway, so, and then with time freedom, we have financial freedom too, because we have passive income. We have through short terms, which we have a manager that manages those. I'll step in when needed. Long terms, we have that also with a manager in-house there. Our wholesale team, which has 4 members, that's pretty well on autopilot. I still manage a lot of the dispositions there. I have to step in on all these things though, so I'm not completely removed from the loop. So even next week when I won't have service, I'll need to come out, and I'll probably come out of the mountains one day and just check on everything, kind of just make sure everything is going according to plan, and see if anybody needs any help. And my wife, Bree, she does so much retail volume that's also really afforded us a lot of a lot of freedom and time and financials and finance side of things especially. So she hired her first full-time assistant this year, which has been huge for her. And with her volume of 118 deals last year or whatever it was, well over 100, she's producing a lot. And so she is also, our businesses are separated but very close, work together often, and so it's been nice to see her be able to also step back. And the other thing is the freedom to impact others. That's always been a challenge in where to do that, how to do that. So, we implemented Profit First this year. We have ours is a little bit different than the book, but essentially anytime that we have money come in the business, it goes into an account, and then there's all the other tiers that have to be filled, all the other buckets. And those, that's stuff from, marketing, business related. That's stuff like retirement, 529 for our kids, a Roth for the kids. And which is awesome. I love being able to support our kids' future we have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I mean, it's going to be able to put them so far ahead to be able to succeed. But, you know, one of those buckets that we have is charity. We've never been able to have a charity bucket before. You know, we've given when there's been opportunity and stuff, but not regularly. So for every bit of income that comes into our business, we now have a portion of that goes into the charity bucket. And so I actually just made a distribution to a foster program. Like, all the kid stuff is very special and near and dear to my heart. My dad died when I was really young, and my mom put us in Big Brothers Big Sisters. That's another place we love to donate. And you know, I was a big brother and a little brother, both sides of the equation there. So I feel very fortunate, and that stuff's close to me. All the kid stuff. I like being able to help out there. We both do, my wife and I. So, you know, I feel like I'd like to grow that portion more. And I'm trying to get in the balance of everything, just like everyone else. Like, this year, I got a lot of vacation time to go out and do stuff that I love. I went spearfishing in 3 different places, 3 countries. That's pretty special. I got to go to Argentina and dove hunt with Jeremiah Johnson and his brother and another buddy of ours. I'm going elk hunting again in 2 months with Justin from the group, and another guy from the group. Kyle just reached out to me yesterday it was, and talked about hunting. You know, everyone knows that this is kind of like the thing I love to do with my freedom. So I love to share that with other people. And you know, out here with our land and stuff, we get to often get to bring like some kids, or, you know, friends, family. And I really like to include kids in hunting, because it's one of those things that if you don't pick up when you're young, it's very hard to pick up later in life. It's challenging. And that's why, you know, talking with Kyle yesterday, he was mentioning that. So here's my 50-yard group, if you're curious, which I'm pretty satisfied with. But anyway, the 7-figure has been instrumental in our growth. You know, I feel like we still have a lot of room to grow. Do I want to take over and have the biggest business on earth? No. Do I want to be stress-free, which from, you know, time constraints, money constraints, you know, feel like I'm doing impacting others? Absolutely. And I think we're getting there. Are we where we want to be? Not quite. But we're on the road, and we're in a good place. So I really want to thank everyone in the group and really opening my eyes and giving us the roadmap to get us where we are now. So, all right. Thanks, guys.